quite, yes, it's quite,
You didn't know we were going to spring that one on you, did you?
Yeah.
Welcome to Band History. Tonight I've got with me Mark King, the legendary thumb slapper from Level 42. Now, Mark,
close up, thanks.
Close up on the thumb, please. Carbuncles.
There it is, yeah.
Now, Mark, you're just back from doing a tour of America with the fabulous Madonna. How'd you get on with the blonde bomber?
The blonde. She's very nice. I got on very well with her. I mean, I didn't have anything to do with her, to be quite honest. You sort of read funny things in the press, occasionally, from time to time. They seem to make up lots of stories, and they look for things that really aren't there. I mean, the unfortunate thing was we were just opening for her, and that was it. I sort of said hello to her about 3 times. We threw a party. She came to one night. She had a great time. She danced around a lot. You know, it was very much sort of business as usual. You know, if anything, I'd say that she's perhaps a bit lonely, you know, because she's such a big star.
What, was Sean locked up and stuff?
Well, I don't know, you know. He was at a couple of parties that I'd seen. See, already now it's 2 parties. It must have been good fun then, yes.
But, I mean, things are getting pretty hectic for you guys now.
Yeah, I mean, no more sort of hectic than they would appear to have been for, like, the last 7 years.
Yeah.
You know, of doing this. What we are doing is we're making a concerted effort to break into the American market now, which we started with the World Machine album and Something About You, and now Running in the Family's just been out, and Lessons in Love is a hit. Running in the Family looks a bit shaky at the moment.
Well, I just want to take you back to the slightly more carefree days of, like, 1983. When, you know, like things were beginning to go away, you know, go well, when I say go away, and, like, success was, you know, maybe in sight and stuff. What were your ambitions in those days? What do you think you're going to get out of it?
I think sort of the ambitions are always the same, that you want to be as popular as possible. I mean, everybody, you know, you don't get set out to do this. I haven't met anybody that sets out to do this that wants to be unsuccessful or not popular, you know. Everyone seems to sort of shy away from the word of, like, commercial. You know, when we started out, we began in 1980, we were sort of quite a underground thing. We were quite hip to a very sort of small number of people. And that was all very well and good. We didn't necessarily sort of, we weren't necessarily a part of that circuit before they started liking our records.
Now I think we're going to come to what we all here think is probably the best video you've made. I'm sorry. We've got The Sun Goes Down coming up right now.
I know what I want and I don't wanna go to war. Or do you follow me? I saw just standing in a bar. Looked so tall, he come so far. He said, I need to love someone before they drop the atom bomb.
There's a girl at the back making eyes at me, and her hair long and black is a sight to see. But I get kinda scared when love's around. I just live for the groove till the sun goes down. Living it up, I can feel it. Living it up, is it a false emotion? Living it up, I can feel it. Living it up, I got forward motion.
So I'm taking you out, but I'm faking. I'm married to the beat, to the music I gave, the heart I could have given you.
Well, as I said, there's definitely a video that a lot of us here at Night Network hold close to our hearts.
Well, do you know, funny thing, because the very man... Oh, there we are, David. The very man that is working the machines, it was the director of that video. David Hillier.
David G. Hillier, well, a round of applause.
No.
But, okay, maybe not a round of
He was
applause.
overpaid as it was.
Does that take you back at all? I mean, looking at that video, does it make you feel more relaxed, or?
No, not really. I mean, it just seems like part and parcel of the, of what we were doing and what we were trying to do. I mean, like, you've got to remember that was 1983, quite late 1983. Getting on, we've been going like for nearly 4 years then.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, it wasn't a case of we just appeared on the scene with The Sun Goes Down.
Yeah.
We actually sort of limped onto the scene in 1980 with Love Meeting Love, which rocketed to 64, anchored itself on the charts. It's very funny because if you keep butting in on that, very funny because like the DJs that talk to us now and they say, we love you guys. We've always loved you guys.
I'm not a DJ though.
No, not you.
Oh, right,
DJs.
Yeah.
What are you? You're a VJ, I suppose, aren't you?
Well, just something totally out of this world.
Dread to think what you are. Oh, slow burn to left.
But I mean, to get onto the lyrics now, who writes the lyrics for the song?
Well, the lyrics are written by the brothers Gould. That's Boone Gould, the guitarist, and his brother Phil Gould. They're sort of quite intense, arty guys that way. So
How important to the Level 42 sound are the lyrics?
Oh, to the sound.
Well, I mean,
how important are the sound of the lyrics? Well, they're pretty. They're quite important, I suppose.
When you're performing, do you respond more to the lyrics or to the music?
Well, I don't know. Lyrics take on a meaning. It seems to work with us is because we generally start with melodies first, that then Paul, Phil, and Boone have to sort of fit words to. So it's like I give them a melody line that goes. And Phil comes up with I don't want to go to war, I don't want to go to war, or something like that.
So generally the music comes first.
Yes, it does, yeah.
And what do you feel is music's role in pointing out what's wrong in the world?
Oh, well, it's pretty important, that if you're in the position to be on a platform, that we get accused very often of sitting on the fence politically or with issues and stuff. It's not strictly true. What we do feel, rather than coming down that we're not sort of left or right wing or whatever, what we do sit there and say, listen, like if Thatcher's got problems.
We've got the chant has just begun, coming up right now.
I see you're rolling this up.
He's giving me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sorry to interrupt you there, Mark.
Oh, that's all right. As I was going to say, that video sort of points out that we were very concerned with conservationism at the time there with that song, and we were talking about trees destroyed by acid rain, which right now is an issue. It seems annoying that we can't be part of the 30% club, as it's called now. The other countries in Europe, doing this, it's a problem, and that's what we were singing about there. If we think that there are massive problems in other things that we can talk about,
What else do you feel strongly about?
I feel strongly about not being very rich yet. I feel really strongly about that, you know. 7 bloody years, you know. 7 bloody years. I don't know. Lots
But
of
I mean,
things.
7
You're
years.
you're not asking the wrong guy, but it's like, you know, we feel strongly about lots and lots of things. You have to temper the fact with that, like, we're a band and we're making music, and in that respect, it's as easy as this and this to sort of turn it on or off, or to, like, particularly in America, you're always reminded of the fact that you have scan buttons on the FM radio stations whereby you can go click and you're onto another station and it just searches through just like that and that and that. If you don't like it, you hit the button.
Yeah.
You get into the habit of saying, I had enough of that, hit the button.
Well, you've over 7 years, you've built up a large following. I mean, can you describe to me how do you see what is a typical level 42 fan?
Well, he's not dressed unless he's wearing one of these. One thing, but you can win this later.
When the competition comes up.
What's the typical level 42 fan like? I don't know. It's probably a really nice guy with a finely tuned ear.
What about the rest of the band? How do you see them?
I see them, you know, as little as possible. Such a wacky boy. No, how do I see the rest of the band? We work together an awful lot. That they're good blokes. We're mates. I don't think that we'd have been together as long as we have been if we hadn't been such good friends. You know, it's very hard living with each other 24 hours a day. I see more of them than I do my wife and kids. You know, if you saw my wife, you'd know why.
When you're abroad, is there like a lot of competition? You know, when groupies come in on and all that sort of stuff.
Oh no, dear, no, there isn't. Absolutely not. What do you mean groupies? I know what they mean, dear. Of course there isn't. You know, I'm quite happily married with 2 children. Phil, the drummer, he's married. What, a competition between each other, you mean?
Well, maybe, yeah.
No, I mean, these are dangerous times, you know.
The next video coming up, we see you sitting on a train, right? You look at the band. They're all vying for a sassy chick. And guess who gets it in the end? Yours truly. Well, coming up now, we're going to see if Mark gets it or not. Something About You.
She ought to get it.
That a love carved out of caring, fashioned by fate, would suffer so hard from the games played once too often. But making mistakes is a part of life's imperfections. Born after years, is it so wrong to be human after?
You've already heard mention of a competition, and now it's competition time. It's competition time. Well, Mark, look, talking of style, I see you're sporting a very fine level 42 jacket there.
Yes, I am, yes.
And fans out there, I've done a bit, cheers. I've done a bit of arm twisting, and Mark's prepared to give this jacket away. Sorry, you can't have the suntan, though. He's going to give it away to the first person with the correct answer to this question. Which member of level 42 does not come from the Isle of Wight? Answers on a postcard, please, to Level Jacket, Night Network, P.O. Box 50, London SE1 9LQ. OK, Mark, do you want to just carry on? I mean, you know, is the vest... No, we're not throwing the vest in as well. Back to that last video you saw, you looked pretty knackered. I mean, was that because you actually got the girl in the end, or did it have something
Tell me what you really think, Kane.
Well, I mean, you know, strains. It must be strains of work.
Yes, no, the video was sort of loosely based, very loosely, because like one's acting isn't what perhaps it should be, on the character Archie Rice that Laurence Olivier played in The Entertainer. And it was the whole idea, because I thought that film had a great impression on me of the way that he couldn't cope with things, and it was building up, and it was sort of coming out in his character. And the idea of like being sat on a train is that I'm sat looking at these other guys, sort of imagining what they do, and then because of my paranoias, I'm imagining them with my woman, who was Sherry Lungi, who was on television last night, the night before last or something.
Oh, a couple of nights ago now, a couple of nights ago.
Oh, I like it, Sherry. And, you know, that's just it. I just put them in that situation. It was good fun to make that one. And it was damn expensive, David Hillier, which is probably why he didn't show very much of it.
To come on now to the band's image, I mean, has Level 42, do you think, created its own style? I mean, we've got these dashing denim jackets, I mean...
Well, yeah, I mean, of course we invented denim jackets, you know. That's, we were the first ones. I don't know, the style is in sort of quite short supply, really. I think that what happens is that after an amount of time, people sort of accept you for what you are, you know. We've never been sort of, you know, faces. We've never been able to say, you know, this is us biased for the looks and stuff. We've only ever said, like, you know, here's the song.
Well, in Leaving Me Now, which we're going to come up shortly, you start off as Archie Rice, OK? But we see you wiping off the makeup, taking off the suit, and you're back to being good old Mark, and it's back to being Level 42 again. So you've shed the image.
Yes, that's right, yeah. From Archie Rice to Uncle Ben's, right?
Do you enjoy doing videos, or do you find they're sort of like a bit of a chore that you sort of get pinned down to doing?
No, I think, you know, the idea of being like in a band and wanting to be on stage, the old ego of showing off in front of people is damn attractive, being in front of a camera and getting into the idea of, what you've got to do is you sort of got to get out of the attitude of it sort of thinking small, which is quite a hard thing to do. Because like musicians are musicians, we're not actors. Actors have the great ability to be able to act out. When you're like a musician like us, you're trying to think of everything as like a joke. So you go, well, I'd really like to get into this, but I can't because I'm just too cool. You know?
Is that why, like, in a lot of your videos, we see you guys performing on one side, and then we see sort of someone else doing...
That's why the videos are bloody awful. That's right. They're not very good at it. No, the videos are good to do. I enjoy them. I enjoy them a lot.
And do you have any say in their creation? I mean, like, well, you know, the one on the train, for instance, it sounded like your story.
Well, yes, it is and it isn't. What you do is you can perhaps have a germ of an idea, which then you sort of spread it to the director, you know. David, who sat up there now, would tell you that he basically sort of envisages the thing. You just say, look, I see it as like being really sunny, you know, and I think it would be nice to have some wacky old dancing because it's a good fun thing, you know. Do it. And so then he thinks, oh gosh, you know, and he sorts out with a production company where you're going to do it, like a location. I mean, the idea was that we thought that it might be nice if it looked a bit sort of, if we were in Egypt on sand dunes and stuff. It was really done in a gravel pit in Norfolk. But another funny thing too is that on that old one is that like we sort of got incredibly red because during the shooting through the day we actually get really sunburned. So you end up sort of you begin as this pasty white thing and end up like Lobster Man.
Yeah. Well, now that you know you've got a new album out and all that sort of thing, you're about to go and crack America. What do you feel your personal musical ambitions now? I mean, would you perhaps like to try keyboards or something? You know, you're a drummer, you're a bassist. Now we've got these great synths and stuff.
No, I wouldn't like to try that. You know, it's not quite. You know, it doesn't quite work like that. You know, I can't think that, well, you know, to hell with this. You know, I'm going to try being a keyboard player. You know, I am what I am. It's just like the bass player, and sort of my life's work up until now in terms of music has been as a bass player and singer with Level 42. Whatever's going to happen in the future, I don't know. You know, I would like to do another solo album. I did one once. Yeah. Died.
Well, now we've got the title track of your current album, Running in the Family. Jazzy little number on a, what, chessboard or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be a game show thing. Wacky little vid, this.
Our dad would send us to our room. He'd be the voice of doom. He said that we would thank him later. All day he was solid as a rock, but by 8 o'clock we'd be crumbling. One night my brother Joe and me climbed down the family tree that grew outside our bedroom window. We ran though we knew we couldn't last, running from the past, things that we were born to be. Looking back, it's so bizarre, it runs in the family. All the things we are on the backseat of the car with Joseph and Emily. We only see so far, and we all have our daddy's eyes. Looking back, it's so bizarre. Officer in charge, a man so large he barely fit his circumstances. He said 2 kids out on the street were picked up on the beaten in the station. So there's me with Emily and Joe and Daddy driving home, all heading in the same direction. He knew no matter what the brakes, we make the same mistakes. Couldn't take his eyes off Joe and me. Looking back, it's so bizarre, it runs in the family. All the things we are on the backseat of the car.
That looks like a lot of fun. Do you enjoy doing that one?
Yes, it was good fun. I think that's one thing you can see sort of going through the video, sort of this fast. You know, one thing, your hair grows. You know, your hair gets really long all of a sudden. And it's funny to see how you sort of do tend to relax. I suppose you get used to it, you know. Yeah. And a way to get through like a long day, because you start shooting, you know, very early, at 6 in the morning. That's a lie, I know, but it sounds good. You start shooting about 6 in the morning until about midnight at night. And so, you know, you laugh.
With this album, do you think to take you on, with the new album, Running in the Family, do you think you've sort of crossed over to a more commercial sound, perhaps? I mean, ready for America?
Oh.
You can say no. You can say
yes. No, of course we have. I mean, I'm trying... Yes, we have, because it's been our most successful album to date. Therefore, it's more commercial. I didn't sit down when I was writing the stuff thinking, I need another Something About You, I need another Lessons in Love or anything. Each song, you do the best for each song that you can for that song. Which is why, you know, Running in the Family doesn't sound like Lessons in Love, or It's Over. It doesn't really sound like Running in the Family or something.
And like when you look back over the past, does everything tend to just like merge together into one big tour, or are there specific things that excite you still about, you know, that stand out?
Oh, I see. You're going to let the old link to It's Over go, then, are you?
No, we'll come up to that.
All right,
We'll come up to that.
Yeah, no, there are things that excite me about the past. Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what I said.
Things excite me about the past, yes. You know, those are the days. Looking down in the bath.
Well, we've done the past. Let's talk about the future. What's coming up in the next few months for you?
Well, back to America again. You know, I like it over there. You know, we got another 4 months. We're opening for Tina Turner from the 1st of November to the 21st of December. And I can't think I'm under pressure. If I keep doing this, I can't talk.
Don't worry. Well, we've got a video coming up now. Listen, Mark, I wish you all the best in your coming tour. I hope you crack America. Sounds like you're going to, mate. Now, we're going to finish up with another track from the recent album. It's definitely one to snuggle up to at home. Now, I've just had the best interview with Level 42. It's been terrific.
Oh, thank
but
you.
I'm sorry to say, we've got to say to you all, it's over.
That was awful.
It hasn't stopped.
When you come home, I'm sorry if you don't understand. Forgive me if you can, but I can see another road, and I ain't coming back. Don't look for me around this town, so far away you'll never find me anywhere. And I won't take no souvenirs, no perfume, picture promises, because it's over. And I ain't coming back. I thought you couldn't stand the pain. A letter in the hall is written on the wall, a letter with the words of love at all. Because it's over, because it's over, and I ain't coming back.
Spains! Hi, this is Level 42. You're watching the Night Network show from Friday to Sunday. It's about time we had something like this, isn't it?
Absolutely. Jolly D. Yes, it's quite.